to Melissa Darnay Uncorked. Today we're making Italian-style pesto from scratch. Don't be nervous though, it's easier than it looks. Homemade pesto really is one of the easiest things to make. It originated in northern Italy in a town called Genoa in the 16th century. Pesto blends simple ingredients to make one of the most delicious sauces you've ever tasted. Pesto gets its name from the Italian verb pestare because pesto was traditionally made with a mortar and pestle. Now we can make it in the food processor with a flip of a switch, but if you don't have a food processor, you can still do it the old-fashioned way. Because pesto has just a few ingredients, you want those ingredients to be as fresh as possible. You can buy a bunch of fresh basil from the grocery store, but for about the same price, you can buy a small plant. Basil is easy to grow. If you live in a condo like I do, it even grows well in a pot. Within a few short weeks of planting the basil, you'll have enough leaves to make your first batch of pesto. If you're going to serve this over pasta, go ahead and put the water on to boil. This recipe is so simple that the pesto will be done long before the pasta is cooked. First, remove the basil leaves from the stems and then rinse them thoroughly. Then cut the cheese into chunks and put them in the food processor. It's important to put the cheese in the food processor first so the cheese is finely ground. When the cheese is aged, the flavor is more intense, so this is the time to go ahead and splurge on the imported Italian Parmesan cheese. Next, add the basil leaves, pine nuts, Kalamata olives, black pepper, and olive oil. You have a lot of salty items in this recipe, so you probably won't need to add salt. At this point, taste it and see what you think. Some people put crushed garlic in their pesto, but I prefer it without garlic. I've included a link to the recipe right here in the comments below. Go ahead, check it out, and tell me what you think. When your pasta is ready, drain the noodles and add the pesto. You can garnish it with more cheese, more pine nuts, and a sprig of basil. Now add a glass of Pinot Grigio and you've turned a quick dinner into date night. If you've enjoyed this video, please click the subscribe button and then click that bell icon. That way we can eat and drink together on a regular basis. Until next time, cheers!